conversation. Hey guys, it's Cool Conversations with Adonte IsCool. We have a very special guest, because all the guests here are very special. Would you like to introduce yourself to the
Hello, I am Savannah Mcguffey. I'm an artist.
It's lit. So, how exactly did you get into doing art? Really?
Art?
Yeah.
Well, overall, like since I was a kid, really, I was always creative. Like I would do drawings.
Yeah.
I did like pencil work growing up, and I would just draw like, I don't know, whatever really, maybe like album covers. Like I've always liked music.
Word, that's it.
So like Sublime,
yeah,
stuff like that. I would draw like just little sketches, and then just as I got older, I think it was the end of 2019. So is that like 3 years ago now?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's like right under 3 years ago.
Right there.
End of 2019, I like picked up a paintbrush
Yeah.
to try to do like a portrait painting. Well, when I was doing drawings, like I found out I could do portraits.
Right.
Like I learned I knew how to draw a person's face.
Yeah.
So then I was like, let me try to paint a person's face. And I did this like Action Bronson piece.
Yeah, man.
And it just like got a lot of love. Like post a picture of it and people show love. And that's really how it started. I just people saying like, oh, you're really good at this. Me being like, okay, cool. So I like a couple pieces later, I did like a Tyler the Creator piece.
Yeah.
And like I put it on like my Instagram story or whatever. And this is still 2019, and someone like commented on it that they would pay for it.
Word,
They're like, I'd pay like $200 for this. I was like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like just, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, getting money involved like makes things wishy-washy sometimes.
Yeah.
But off rip, like someone saying that, I was like, all right, bet. So
No,
that's how it started.
That's right. It's definitely it definitely could be inspirational though. You know, when somebody's like, hey, this is so cool that like, here's some money, especially when they initiate it sometimes, like yeah, it could.
But did they buy it? No.
Yeah.
Didn't buy it.
Damn.
Didn't buy it.
word.
But I still was like, oh, okay, so maybe I should keep trying to do this if like I can potentially make some money
Word.
from doing it.
Did you eventually end up selling paint, or like what was the first?
I actually
one you
still have it to this day.
Word. What was the first one you sold? I guess like is there like a?
The first painting I sold? I don't remember. It could have been a commission. I take like commission pieces.
Yeah,
Sometimes like
yeah.
I paint people's like dogs or like
Yeah.
a
word,
couple
that's
for like a present or like stuff like that. So I really don't remember what the first piece I sold was.
No, that's fine. So you said portraits. So basically, your main medium is painting, right?
Acrylic on canvas.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you? Well, you said how you got
I am about to
into
put
that
this
group,
on my
but
shirt.
portraits, action bronze. I've seen some. There's one recently. Is it mostly like rappers, pop culture related, like that you personally like to make, or?
Personally like to make? Yes, right now. Because I feel like music, I've always really liked music, and like I'm good at painting people, so who else am I gonna, you know, like.
Yeah, you were saying album covers and whatnot.
Yeah, pop culture right now, or hip hop culture, whatever. Right now is what I've been doing, but I'm trying to like get out of that, because I don't know, sometimes it's like, I mean, I take commissions too. I don't know if you've seen any of my other pieces. Some of them are just like women, like a woman's like body, stuff like that. I know it like sells and it looks pretty.
Yeah.
So it just depends, but like me, if it's not a commission, my like my free space, if I can just create from my head, I like painting like rappers. But I'm trying to I want to like get out of that.
Yeah.
Branch out a little bit.
What's some other things that you want to branch out into? Like, is there anything that goes in your mind?
I mean, so I want to say like I got realism down. Like I know I have the skill of like portrait work, and so what inspires me is a lot of like digital art or like abstract type stuff.
Yeah.
That's like what inspires me now. Like scrolling on Twitter, I just like see an art piece and like, I don't know if you ever saw a piece of mine. I'm gonna show it to you.
Yeah,
but it's like an orange background. It's like these two people's heads. Maybe you could like pop it up on when you edit so they know what we're talking about. I'll show it to you. But that was kind of like me branching out somewhat.
Oh man, that's fine.
And that was like from my head.
Yeah.
So usually if I'm like painting a person, like Gunna or whoever Playboy Cardi, I'm looking at a picture of them because it has to look just like them, right?
Yeah.
So I have to look at a picture. But with that I didn't, and I was like, okay, that's cool, and it sold. And I was like, oh yay.
That's it.
So yeah, I want to get like more abstract with it, I guess.
You were saying that sometimes getting money involved makes it wishy-washy. Could you expand on that? Like, what's some of your experiences with that? Like,
well, I feel like it's it's kind of like a game, and that it's just wishy-washy, like, period. Like, people saying like, oh, I want to buy this, and you get your hopes up, and then they don't.
Yeah.
Really. But so I say it's wishy-washy because like, art is my passion.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about it,
Yeah.
but I'm also good at it, and I also am somewhat like a businesswoman in a sense. Sometimes when I'm trying to like make sales, like you know, you like have like you have an event or like you're trying to sell a piece, and sometimes you want to negotiate because you want to get it off. But sometimes it's like, should I do that? I don't know. I think that topic can kind of spark controversy. Me personally, like, money motivates me. Money is a reason why I'm driven with it.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
it's I'm passionate about it too. So just when it gets more like, I don't know, it just makes it complicated.
Yeah, it does, because, like, oh, man, I enjoy this so much, but at the same time, it's like, all right, I do want to eat food, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I do want to buy more stuff to do this, you know? So,
Yeah. Or, like, how do I get it to where I can make my prices higher? That's, like, something for me, too.
Yeah.
And then with that, it's, like, getting trying to get a new crowd.
Yeah.
You know, and then you want that crowd to be able to have money to spend on your product.
Exactly.
And so it's just like it's like a game sometimes.
Yeah.
But I like when, like, I feel like my favorite time as like a creative is when I'm not booked up on like commissions or trying to prepare for like an event or like a showing, and I'm just free and I'm caught up. Then I'll like create something from my head, and typically it'll be like a favorite piece of mine. And it might not even sell.
Yeah.
But I just, as an artist, like, I feel like that's
You gotta make it.
key.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick. So what's some, you were talking about events and stuff, what's some events that you've been to that you really liked and stuff like that?
So I've had I had one like art show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it an art show. It wasn't at like a gallery, but it was kind of just like a local. So I was just living in Knoxville, Tennessee for 3.5 years.
Word.
I don't know if you knew
Tennessee.
that.
Yeah,
no, not shout out Tennessee.
Well,
No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
There's a couple homies I know out there. Shout out to the
Santee.
homies in Tennessee. Yeah, exactly. Shout
Santee's
out
cool.
Zombie Santee.
Haven't met you yet, but I know you're fire.
He's a really, really cool dude. Yeah.
He's fire. Actually, I was in Nashville, so Nashville's separate from, you know, Nashville, the difference between Nashville and Knoxville. Two different cities.
Really.
Two different cities. I was in Nashville, like earlier this year, and like I saw this like art piece just in like a restaurant, and it had like MF Doom was on it. I'm like, oh, who's this? The guy's Instagram name was on the side, and it was Santee. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Santiago, I think. It's like zombie something.
Yeah, Zombie Santee. Yeah, that's how I say it.
Yeah. So I hit him up, or I went to his Instagram. I saw we had mutual people from Knoxville and from VB, and I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Like, who is? And I'm in Nashville, so I hit him up, and then we just started talking art.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got off track. So events that I've been a part of. So I've only been painting for like not even 3 years now, so I'm kind of new to the game. But so I started painting like I think October 2019. December 2019, I like booked this little local thing at like a plant shop because I like love plants. Yeah, and they were just like local artists. Like some were painters, some were like, I don't know, just make little earrings and like stuff like that. It was like Christmas time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like a scene it wasn't like a hip hop based like scene. But it was like a plant place, and I love stuff like that. So I brought like some original canvas paintings. I think I had like maybe like 8 or 9 of them, and I just had a bunch of prints, and I made like $400. And I was like, oh, this is cool, because I had just started painting.
Yeah, that's fast. I was about to say, that's real fast.
It was cool. And then since then, I had 2 like just being in Knoxville, not like in the city. There were like some local breweries that like I would get introduced to them. Hey, you can put your art up here for a month. I had 2 of those, and the first one I had my art up in, I sold 3 paintings out of it, and I made a decent price off those 3 paintings, and that was cool. And then I had one pop up in Atlanta like a few weekends ago, and that was still kind of like, go ahead.
No, I was saying that was just word, like
Oh, you said word.
Yeah.
It was kind of like low key, like underground type, but I met a lot of cool people out there. I already knew some people out there. That's how I like got to be a part of it. But it was like people doing like streetwear, like clothing. But I put my art on clothes and like bags, like tote bags, sometimes, and sell them. So yeah, it was straight.
So have you done any out here at all, out in Virginia?
No, I would.
You weren't really...
I would, but I just don't live here anymore. Like I've been ducked off in Knoxville, Tennessee for like a few years, like not doing shit, working full time, just like living solo, really. My family's out there, so I was out there for a little bit because shit hit the fan for some time. But yeah, not being ducked off was cool, like not having distraction.
Yeah.
Because being in the city where you grow up, especially like a city like here, I feel like distraction is like everywhere.
Yeah, it gets like that.
It gets a little racky when you live in when you grow up in a fun city.
Yeah, especially when all the homies are like people who are like artists, and like sort of a little different than
Yeah,
regular
no,
folks,
I mean,
you know?
you dabble with things that can inspire you. But it's real. Like I'm a fan of different things like that.
Yeah, no, you know, me too. You know.
But yeah, no, being in the city is fun though. Like being back home is fun. But I haven't done a pop-up out here. I would, but I don't like. I don't tell people like, hey, I'm coming back. I just like my like close friends that I stay with.
Yeah.
They know I'm like coming into town. But I'd be down to do a pop-up. I know creatives out here. That's like how I met you.
Yeah, definitely.
I've just been ducked off.
Hitting the young Disc Freak. Shout out Disc Freak.
He's a DJ.
No, it's the
Oh, is that like
whatever at Slow Dive.
That's the name of the event?
Yeah, Disc Freak.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of, did you enjoy yourself at it?
At Slow Dive?
Yeah.
Yeah, Slow Dive's fire.
Yeah, Slow Dive. It's like a
I went
newer
twice.
thing,
I went 2 Fridays in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's sick.
Because I was here, like whenever I come, like I went to Kellum. So whenever I come back home, my friends like go to the ocean front and shit, and I'm like, the ocean front's kind of whack. Like I don't know. I'm big on like what music is playing at the place I go to.
Yeah.
So I like hit up one of my friends out here that lives in Norfolk, and I was like, where's it somewhere I can go in Norfolk that plays like rap music? And he's like, Slow Dive or Thank You Are. So I just like faded Slow Dive with like a couple of my friends. I didn't know if anyone was gonna be there, but I knew a bunch of people there. It was cool.
No,
Slow Dive straight. That's where I met you.
Yeah.
Slow Dive cool.
But yeah, so plans for, we talked about like visually maybe like some things you want to more so get into. Like what are, I guess, more of the business side, like plans that you may have?
Plans for me as an artist? Yeah, I have a plan. I'm like living in it right now. This part of my plan is just me chilling for a minute because I'm about to move to Cali. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, no.
When I met you? So yeah.
You said you were going to move somewhere
out west.
else.
I probably just said out west.
Yeah.
Because when you say Cali, people are like, where? And I say LA because that's where I'm going. They're like, I feel like I'm moving out west.
Not that.
Not for real. Some people are like, hell yeah, but some people are like, man, like, you know, the stigma, I guess, that sometimes comes with like moving to LA or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so my best friend, she's like a sister to me. Mm-hmm. She's been there for like 4 years now, I think. Maybe over 4, maybe less. I don't know. 4 years, give or take. Yeah. And I always go visit her because she's like a sister to me. And I decided like I was done with Tennessee. I had no reason to be there anymore. So I changed my lease to a 6-month lease so I could give myself time to like get out. Yeah. It was a year lease. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself 6 months because I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. And then I was talking about it with her, and boom, I'm moving to Cali. And part of my plan is, well, for one, I recently got introduced to mural work. When I was in Atlanta, when I had my pop-up in Atlanta, I was in a spot and my art got brought up and they were like, hey, you should do a mural for us. And I was like, whoa. So mural work is like in my like vision. I've been like looking up. I've been trying to book them too. I keep getting really close to like booking them. Yeah. Which, in my opinion, you can't let get you down. You have to like, you can't stop.
If you're close, that means that, you know, you're right there. You're right there. Somebody's gonna be like, yeah, let's do it real soon, you know?
Yeah, no, for real. And one of my homies, his name is Omi. He lives in New York. Shout out to Omi because he's fire. He's an artist too that's like on the come up, and he does like mural work. And like as an artist, like I'm self-taught. I didn't like go to school, so I ask other artists like for opinions and questions and stuff. And talking to Omi about like mural work, it seems like right up my alley, and financially it's great if you can book them. Yeah. And so, yeah, for me, like as a freelance artist, that's what's in my like vision. But also as like just an individual, I want a job. Like you can't bank on being a full-time artist, in my opinion. Yeah. You can't. So I want to try to get like a job with benefits, is what I'm imagining. So I plan on getting like some certifications. Word. And like just different things that are beneficial to me that I can add to a resume, plus my portfolio, like a marketing type or like a graphic art, because I don't know graphic art. And I think you need to. Can you agree? Yeah, definitely. Especially, I mean, it makes it easier to maneuver in the brand, because every business needs a graphic artist, you know, a graphic designer of some sort, somebody who can put
something on a banner, or it's something just like something on a
What's
banner,
up?
something projecting somewhere, something in a video.
Yeah, anything.
You know, anything. Yeah. So
I
it
know
definitely
Maddie
makes
knows
it
the
easier.
graphic art.
Yes. Shout out Maddie.
Maddie knows the graphic
Maddie's
art.
in
We're
this
on the topic
mug.
of graphic art at the moment. Are you Maddie's man?
Yes.
Yeah.
We lit in
Sorry.
here. No, you're cool. We about to more reviews to come, you know. But yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, graphic design, something you would like to get into, like this.
I mean, I just think I need to like learn the skill. Cause
Yeah.
like, so for example, like some pieces that I do, like I have a concept in my head and I'll make a digital image of it on my laptop first. I have like an art laptop,
Yeah.
like with art software and like a pen and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I'll make like a file first and I'll look at that for reference.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if I knew it, if I had the graphic skill better, it's quicker. To me,
Yeah.
like time is money. And so like if I know graphic art, and yeah, people hit me up sometimes for like mixtape covers and like stuff like that, which I've done a
Yeah.
few. I could show you pictures later if you wanted to see them. But I don't know. I just want to like learn the proper like. I mean, I want to learn Procreate, but I have this like Windows drawing laptop, so I want to try to learn whatever that. I have a software on it. But yeah, that's like something. I feel like a certification could help me too, and a credible certification to put on a resume. Like, sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah, sounds like a great plan, honestly. Like,
Yeah, that's my plan.
that's one.
Go to Cali and try to do something with it.
With the stigma, though, I feel like a lot of people have just been like, I'll go to Cali and just go, and like, you know.
Nah, for real, because I know people that have done that.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, Jay-Z's gonna be walking down the street. I'm gonna spit some bars at him,
Nah, facts.
and we're
No,
on the way, like, you know.
Literally. Like, I was having a conversation with a person the other day, and like, basically a conversation got brought up of, oh my God, the fuck was that? Of like, if I could just get here and perform here once, then I'm in. And in my head, like I can be a hater sometimes. In my head, I'm like, I don't know if it's that easy.
Yeah,
like, you have to
it's
really
really-
try and like grind, and like, that's what I believe.
Yeah, definitely. Like, especially for longevity. Like, I feel like we're coming out of seeing a lot of, I don't know, even if you could say artists, but artists, influencers, or whatever, who just did a lot of like maybe gimmicky stuff, or had like one moment of shine, and like it didn't really last, you know. So I feel like definitely
Right.
grinding is the way that.
Right.
fucking
Well, I
keep it
am
going.
with like, I hate that media like plays a part in this kind of stuff. But you know how earlier I was saying it's like a game? Sometimes this can be seen as like a game. I feel like Instagram is just like a part of that game sometimes.
Yeah,
But it can be
definitely.
beneficial because you make like networking, it makes networking crazy.
Yeah,
Like it's, I feel like sometimes if the right person sees your stuff, it's just, it keeps like going up.
Yeah,
And it's like,
definitely.
I'm sort of right there at the moment. Like some recognition comes around every now and then and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But yeah, back on the topic of moving to like Cali, or I feel like just living in a city, period, is like more beneficial for an artist. Just period. Plus, my sister's there. I like it there. Tennessee sucks. So like it makes sense as to why I would go. It's not just like, oh, I'm trying to go to Cali to chase my dreams, but it'll be beneficial.
Yeah, definitely.
I think.
I definitely think so. And I want to send you the best wishes on your travels.
Thank
Making
you.
it out there. Gonna get like 80 murals first day. It's gonna be crazy.
We'll
They
see.
be like, damn. No, so,
I
but
appreciate it.
I appreciate you for sliding.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'll dap you up.
Anywhere they can find you? Like,
Yeah, my Instagram name is just my name, Savannah Mcguffey. So yeah, we'll put it in the whatever
yes,
it's called.
exactly. It will be in descriptions and whatnot. Y'all stay fresh and funky and fit. Draw something today. I don't know. Drink some water. You
Drink some
know.
water for sure.
Exactly.
Draw something, maybe smoke some tree.
Maybe smoke some tree. Maybe get some rest afterwards. You know
All
what
of
I'm
the
saying?
above.
Take a nap. When's the last time you napped? You know? I know what I'm saying. All right, no. Love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye.